So, about a year ago, I was just browsing the Smash menus because, well, what else were we to do around this time? When I eventually stumbled onto this particular menu, Send on a Journey. What the heck is this? So, I put in an Amiibo, and it lost spectacularly. Like, wow. You have no idea how poorly this went, but it got me thinking. They gain EXP from this, so how would an Amiibo be trained by this one overlooked mechanic in the game? So I grabbed one of the Amiibo I wasn't training at the time, put him in the game, gave him a fitting name, and, since I'll probably end up being an idiotic screw-up at worst, made him green, because all Fire Emblem players know the magic of the green unit. So let's get to work. So at first my approach was pretty hands-off. And by pretty hands-off, I clearly mean I really didn't even look at it much at all. I figured he'd lose a bunch, and, well, he obviously did. I would usually send him out on a journey whenever I go to sleep and then wake up in the morning, record the matches he did, and call it a day. But I also forgot a key thing about the Amiibo. They can use spirits. And people use spirits. I tend to not use spirits, so Net Warrior over here remained a spiritless Amiibo. Would this end up inhibiting his training a little bit? Maybe? Possibly? Just add it to the list of factors. So after a week of this, and burning myself out from Smash, out of seemingly nowhere, I kinda put the project on hold. Marv's Amiibo has been in front of my screen for over a year now. I would occasionally try and do some stuff for the project, but the daily Amiibo adventure thing made this honestly pretty bad for me. But a few weeks ago, I decided to follow through, and so daily recordings continued. And continued. And continued. And eventually, it happened. Wait, hold on. Is it finally over? Now that he's done training, it was time to look back at his progress a little bit and... Oh. Oh no. Well, he might be a mess, but at least he's pretty fun at parties. So, now's the time to put him to the test, I'd say. I have a few tests lined up, but first... That's better. So his first test will be to fight me, unsurprisingly. Okay, well, first thing he does is roll out, so I don't really know where this is gonna go from here. I just kind of want to see what he's going to do when I'm doing this. Oh, whoa, 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 you actually threw out an attack. Okay. So he attacks way more than I thought he would, but also... he dies from a breeze. I don't think he realizes that the eye is a thing that exists. For some reason I had Final Smash meter on, and honestly I think this is better for him because he's more used to it. Well, I tried. So I'm thinking he has no idea what to do against literally anything, to be honest. We should try this again, but I think this is not looking too great. So the second game, he's a lot more aggressive this time. I'm not sure where that came from, since I did turn off his learning. Why did you stop? Dude, come back here. Hold on. Like, what's he even doing? Hold on, let me just run into him real quick. You want to do something? Okay. Ignore that. I feel his stupidity just rubbing off on me right now. So I've been just basically only doing this for the past minute. He's very scared of literally any approach. You want to do something, Marv? Come on. Come on, fight me. Fight me. He's just straight up not fighting me the entire time. Here's my next plan. I'm just going to stand here and do this over and over until it works. Wait, are you? Oh my god. Okay. So I think against a human, the Net Warrior is not exactly the best amiibo to use. So now we've got But Mars and Net Warrior going at it together. But Mars being my very poorly trained amiibo that pretty much does nothing but double jump. The hyper-aggression on the Lucina amiibo though, holy crap. I think the main problem that Net Warrior is facing here is that he has no idea what a knockback even seems to be at times. Instead of Lucina constantly attacking, Marv is just trying to stay slightly away, which doesn't quite work. So I think what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna have to bring in someone else. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
He's beautiful. Oh, I'm so ready to see what the hell he's gonna do. I think you'll be able to see that he's a very, very passive boy, and he doesn't actually want to hurt you.
That's very different from me to experience with you, I swear. Because you always find a way to kick my ass. So just like something in your dominion that doesn't is odd.
See, the thing is, I didn't train this thing at all. This thing was entirely trained by going into the online thing. Really, he really likes his up tilt and his up smash, doesn't he? I didn't actually see him do any of that while I was fighting him.
Interesting.
He's actually playing slightly better right now than he did when he fought me, and I don't know why. But he's super dead right now.
That was dumb. That was dumb of me.
Oh no. Just the fact that sometimes when you stand on the ground, you're just like, neutral air! Neutral air! Neutral air! I don't know what it is, but like there's a thing with literally all my amiibo where all they do is jump. And I don't understand why, especially recently when I've been actually fighting way more grounded than I usually would.
Amiibo as a whole can be pretty jumpy.
But I think it's just because at some point the characters I play want to jump to still get their confirms out. Things like that. So at that point the amiibo is just like, oh well, he's jumping and definitely killing me, so I should jump more too. So what's the moral of the story here? Do your own homework. If you let people on the internet do your homework for you, this might happen, and you don't want this to happen. You want to get those good grades, you want to get better, you want to get stronger, right? There are no shortcuts in life. Let Net Warrior be a lesson to all of you. And that is what we've learned from this experience. Did you enjoy embarking on this journey into the unknown with me? Why not press that like button? Maybe even subscribe! What kind of Smash experiment would you like me to tackle in the future? If any, please let me know. And I will catch you all another day. Probably. Bye!